All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another live stream. I am going to wait for people to come into the stream, but after that, I want to talk about some things I'm thinking about. Welcome to Crabcember is the title, I think, of this live stream. Let me just double check that yes. Welcome to Crabcember. I think we're going to crab for a little bit. What's up, Trump rules? And yeah, so I think we're going to crab for a little bit. Here's what I want to say. Hello, Nick Bono and soy sauce. I take emotions out of this, and if we are above the bull market support band, I am bullish. If we are below it, I am bearish. If we hover around in it, I will remain wherever we were before entering that zone. And so right now, I am bullish. Thank you, Trump Rules 67. So here's what I think. So the thing that I talked about in my most recent TikTok, and I posted it on Twitter, was it seems like this move yesterday up to $59,000. I was hoping that we would break through that and, turn $60,000 into support, that we would have a good upward movement. But what happened instead was that people transferred Bitcoin onto exchanges, and then they to sell. And so to me, what that communicates is the uncertainty with everything that Jerome Powell said. I said to be on the lookout. I said we need some time for this to play out. And so right now what I'm seeing is uncertainty with what's going to happen at the next FOMC meeting. I usually don't care about FOMC meetings. The next one's on December 14th. They conclude on the 15th. And here's the deal. Tapering, all that stuff is getting priced in right now. What I would expect to happen after that FOMC meeting is if they announce something new for tapering, then oh my goodness, sorry, I got a text. I was distracted there. If they announce something new for tapering, then it will have already been priced in. We will, in my opinion, most likely ride this bull market support band, which is rising, which is a good thing. If they announce that the Omicron variant has caused them to continue to give us more funny money, then I would expect a huge green candle, a monster green candle. Shorts would get wrecked. We would just climb. Everything would be lovely. And maybe we would come to some kind of conclusion to the bull run, or maybe we just have another season where, we go into the 70s, 80s or something like that, and then come back down to the bull market support band, which would be in the mid 60s at that time. And then we would continue the run and peak in May or September, something like that. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Maybe we just need a prolonged period. This is the historic crypto fear and greed index. We need some a period in a bit more extended period in the fear zone like we did in September. I would not think that we would have an extended period like this. It doesn't look like it's shaping up like July, which was a bear market, but more so like this. So those are my thoughts. Let me get to the comments, the questions, all of that. And I will start from the top here. So parabolic coming soon. Yeah, I just gave my thoughts on that. My guess is, at least for the next 2 weeks, no. Hello. All right. I'm going to say for everyone that's already said hi, hello, everybody. I'm not going to name names, but yeah, what's up, Nicholas Baxter? I guess except for Nicholas Baxter, but all right, let's see. I want to hear your end of cycle ETH prediction, 15,000. My numbers have not changed. My dates have changed. I've always been been open-handed about the closing, the end of the cycle date. And so I thought December, mostly because of how how on a month by month basis we were matching up with 2013 and 2017. We were stride for stride. And then November we broke that stride, and it's like, well, now we got to go back to the drawing board. But this is a bull market. So Trump rules, thank you so much. Course is excellent. My bear market buying guide course has been released. So worldwarbitcoin.teachable.com. Forgive the design. I will work on the design. I had the videos already taken care of. And so I was like, you know what? I'll worry about the design later, but I have 25 videos on the website ready to go. So anyway, let's see. I know you don't like Pablo, but got to give him credit for his VR call out 6 days ago. I don't know what his VR call out is. And guys, I don't dislike Pablo. I know that I am labeled as his enemy. And, you know, I've been talking with his business partner, and he really wants to put things to bury the hatchet. And so I like Pablo. I don't know what his VR, I don't know what that is, but yeah, because I don't watch his videos. But sure, you know, if he called something right, then credit to Pablo. I have no shame in saying that. All right, up 12,000%. Something's up 12,000%. Ryan, okay, what do I think of Pablo's videos? Again, yeah, I don't watch them all that much, but they seem fine. I mean, when he was calling for $20,000 Bitcoin and then he never like walked back on that, then that was a problem. But, you know, his videos are good. So ETH is looking great today. Yeah, today it is. And so, you know, what did I say? What have I said when people have asked me about Cardano? I've been saying like your fear, I drink your fear and I love it. And I will buy the thing you are most afraid of. And that was Cardano. So anyway, Best Buy for payday. Yeah. You know what, Nicholas, I did see your message on, what was it, on WhatsApp. And I would say Cardano still. So all right. Hello from Australia. I'll catch up with this chat here in a minute. I hope we're bearish so I can put in even more. I'm done hoping that we're bearish, but you know, for your sake, sure. Yeah. Are you planning to put a link for the bear market buying guide? A link. It's in the description of this video right now. And yeah, worldwarbitcoin.teachable.com. Hello, Jimmy. Algorand opinion. I like Algorand. Yeah, I still think it's going to $7 a cycle. Look at numbers protocol and new Web3. Maybe at some point. What's my take on Crow? Crow's been really hot lately. I still think that there's a lot of upward momentum for Crow that can happen eventually. You're just gonna have to wait for it to cool off. I mean, look at that. That's a chart right there that screams, do not buy to me. Anytime you see something like that, it's like, okay, find the next thing that's gonna do that. You know, give it time to cool off. I mean, look at Shiba Inu. It needs time. Shiba Inu needs time to cool off. I could see something similar like this happening with Crypto.com. Maybe not as dramatic because Crypto.com has obvious utility. But what if Crypto.com does something like this? And right now, SHIB looks like it might be in a good position to buy. Descending wedge breaks to the upside 68% of the time. So let's see. Do you have any hidden gem for the real ones? Nope. I mean, aside from Litecoin, but that's not really hidden. Cardano's going to the moon, touch the bottom, maybe. So you're coming off your 200K for Bitcoin? Absolutely not. No. In fact, I'm more so thinking if we're going to have an extended cycle, you know, something that we'd peak in May, or if we peak in September, then I would expect Bitcoin to go higher than $200,000. But we'll see. You know, the date has changed, the dollar amounts have not. But the longer it takes to peak, the higher I would think that peak would be. So BitBoy today said that ETH is going 15x. I don't care. BitBoy sucks. So anyway, do you think now is a good time to continue to DCA or accumulate more crypto? We're kind of in the middle of the range zone. Let me see if I could pull up the 4-hour RSI here. I should have added the RSI to this a long time ago. Give me 1 second. RSI, relative strength index. Here we go. All right, this is the daily RSI. Daily is low, but I want the 4 hours. So let me pull up the 4 hour here. See, so we're kind of just in this middle zone of what we're going to do. What are we going to do? So is this a time to accumulate? I would say literally it's 50-50. Like the RSI, the 4 hour RSI points us to exactly 50-50 whether you should accumulate or not. So it's not, that doesn't mean it's a bad time to accumulate. By no means doesn't mean that. But there have been better times. I mean, I opened a long on Bitcoin and Litecoin right here on Sunday, or whenever that was, on Sunday. And those longs are doing very well. And so that would have been the time. Take a look at the 4-hour RSI. You know, you see it go dip down into way oversold territory. That's a great time to buy and at least ride that up to this middle line here. So anyway, when's the best time to start Bitcoin mining, the bear market or now before Bitcoin peaks? If you can do it now, great. You know, I mean, one thing that I'm looking to is in 2022, I'm planning on buying some miners and offsetting the profits that I take. And so I'm just going to cry many tears when the stock market, or sorry, not when the stock market, when I have to pay my taxes this year. It's going to be brutal. But for 2022, I'm going to try to offset that. So it just depends on where you are. Have you been buying any new coins or putting money into ones already? You already have. I mean, on Sunday, I opened those longs on Bitcoin and Litecoin, and I haven't done anything since then. So, all right, I'll be joining after work. Oh, cool, man. That's it. I'm done. I didn't get my daily live shout out. Okay. What's up, Smoke Sun? Thoughts on KuCoin token, Fetch AI, and Curve DAO. I'm not going to talk about Fetch AI and Curve DAO. Well, Curve, I think, could 10x. That's all I'll say from here. KCS, guys, look at KCS. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert from my bear market buying guide. This is probably the last cryptocurrency you should buy throughout the bear market. And actually, it should be something that you could wait until like the very end, because here's what happens with KuCoin. When people anticipate that we're about to peak, that is when KuCoin goes crazy. And so now is actually not a good time to buy KuCoin. Now's not a good time to buy KuCoin, but look, it's insane. December 10th of 2017, it was 52 cents. December 10th was a week before Bitcoin peaked, and then it shot up. It did a 40x in a month. It did a 40x in 1 month because that was the end of the cycle. And so it was crazy alt season. Things were going crazy. And so KuCoin exploded. And then when did it explode again? It exploded in May again during altcoin, well, April. Okay. But still, that was a very hot altcoin season. It just shot off like a rocket. And so when you see a great time to get into KuCoin is around the time that you see Bitcoin has to cross its all-time high. It has to hold it as support. And then that's when you get into KuCoin. You see Bitcoin shoot off higher. People are going to take profits from Bitcoin, put it into alts, and they're going to be looking to get into KuCoin. So, all right, let's see. By the way, I still want to put you on Market Cipher. Oh, Market Cipher, man. In the bear market. So I saw that comment about Pablo. I see it, but don't acknowledge it. Swing Trade Brian, I'm not sure what you're bringing him up for, but I like Swing Trade Brian. He called something very well, and then he got the timing wrong and then deleted his TikTok account or took it private, but now he's back. So I wish he didn't worry about, trolls, because trolls are pretty rough. Still stay away from Yeah. All right. Do you think retail investors such as myself are okay to keep our money in the market at least till January? Or do you think there will be any major sell-off before New Year's? Again, I think we're going to either ride the bull market support band here, which I don't know what's going on with this. Let me go back to a daily chart. We're either going to ride the bull market support band or go higher, in my opinion. Could we go below this bull market support band? There is always a scenario in my mind where we could go below the bull market support band. To me, the probability of that is very low. We could enter the bull market support band, which the 20-week simple moving average is at $51,000 right now. We could, and it's rising. We could enter that, but I don't think we're going to. We could wick below there even, but I don't think we're going to spend a prolonged time or even a short time below the bull market support band. So Let's see. Hey, Alex, have you changed any of your end of the cycle predictions? Dollar amounts, but not timing. So yes, any major sell-off before New Year's? No, I would be. The only thing I'm nervous about is what happens. I'm waiting until January 1st to sell some of my crypto that's in profit in order to pay some bills that are coming up. Like my kids' tuition at school, it's going to be like $8,000 for the semester. And so I'm going to sell some of my crypto to pay that. Or maybe I'll take a loan, but I'll probably just sell it. You know, there's plenty of risk with loans. So anyway, yeah, I'm cash poor. And so that's what I got to do. I got to cash out some of my crypto. I could see some people doing that. I could see before the new year, some people selling their crypto that they're down on at a loss to what am I thinking? To cancel out some of their gains. Like for me right now on Dogecoin, I sold all of my Dogecoin a little bit after it peaked. I sold plenty on the way up, but then a little bit after it peaked, I sold all of it. And then I was like, man, I at least want some Dogecoin. So I bought back in, but that Doge is at a loss right now. And so I'm about $1,000 down, and I'm entertaining the possibility of selling that just for the sake of offsetting those costs. Offsetting the gains, some of the gains that I've had over the year. So anyway, people might do stuff like that, but that's really just a blip in my opinion. When's the best entry point for Crow? It's going to be maybe a month from now. So looked into ENS. I haven't. Do you have Voyager token? Yes, I do. I see it having a lot of potential, not quite like KuCoin because people don't go on Voyager for alt season, but it seems like it's been doing well lately. I haven't paid attention to the chart, so should we be nervous about December 4th? Heard people talking about it, something about cyber attacks on crypto. I haven't heard anything about that. That seems like FUD. I'm not really scared if I miss the top for my ETH, but I'm kind of worried about missing the high for Litecoin and Cardano. You should take profits often on the way up. I mean, Cardano, I wouldn't be as worried about. Cardano crabs a lot and then spikes and then crabs and spikes. Litecoin, you should be aggressive in taking profits. Doe is my moon now. Okay. I don't know what that, more spammers, I'm assuming. Hey, Richard, nice to see you again. Have you gotten any feedback on your buying guide yet? Just one person, Trump Rules 67 says that it's good. I hope that other people, if any of you have bought it, you've taken a look at it. I hope that it's good. I hope that you like it. I did, I worked hard on it and I will continue to put in work in it. I'll probably quadruple the amount of content on the bear market buying guide over the next year or two. So Luciana, missed you too. Will NFT and Metaverse crash in the bear market? I believe so. There are people who are saying that the metaverse is not going to crash in the bear market. And I think most people acknowledge that NFTs are going to crash really hard in the bear market. I think that that metaverse will crash in the bear market. Maybe it won't be as bad because you have things like Axie Infinity where you can play and earn money. So that's more gaming, but I think everything's just going to fall off the cliff a little bit. I shouldn't be so dramatic with that, but yeah, let's see. What do you think about sushi? I like exchanges. I like swaps. I like all of those. So yeah, I don't own any, but Vet or Zill, that's a good question. I would say Zilliqa. So Plan B said Bitcoin could reach 300K in 2022, according to the stock to flow model 3 months ago. Now it sounds completely, Enrique, do you mean unreasonable? Unreasonable. I'm assuming that's what you mean. 300,000 sounds high, but the longer we go, the higher the peak, in my opinion. The longer it takes for us to reach the peak, the higher it goes. So, or the higher it should go, in my opinion. So, any new coins before it's too late? No. I'm not the guy to ask for that. I'm sorry. And let's see. I mean, I'd stick with top 20 right now. Because, again, let's just say it's a 10% chance that we do go below the bull market support band. If I see us have a weekly close below the bull market support band, I'm probably going to be converting a lot of my alts to Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. I'm not selling my Litecoin, but I'm probably gonna narrow it down because alts don't do well when Bitcoin's below the bull market support band. Now, again, I do think it's more than a 90% chance that we're gonna hold the line and then go higher, but that 10% would make me a little bit more nervous about buying those small cap gems that you're hoping will 100x. Would you trade 16 Litecoin on red for ETH? I mean, personally, I would not. I'm sure, but Eddie, in an abundance of counselors, I know plenty of people who would say yes. I would say no because I'm still so convinced on Litecoin. What levels do you think VET will peak at? 50 cents to $1 is now a good buying opportunity. Do you think Bitcoin could possibly retest 54K again before continuing upward? I did mention, so the RSI, the 4-hour RSI is right in the middle. So it really is one of these things. We could go up or we could go down. I hate to say it like that. It's just that's where we are right now. We're just kind of in this middle zone. I mean, that's why I one of the reasons why I'm saying welcome to Crabcember. So no audio. What? Let's see. But sure, it could go higher. The bear market will commence shortly after the Winter Olympics. China will flex their muscles regarding Taiwan. That is quite a thought. Okay. All right. Trump rules course is very good, about halfway through it already. Awesome. How do we buy your guide? worldwarbitcoin.teachable.com. There you go. All right. Thoughts on VXV short term? I'm not expecting much for VXV short term. I mean, that's really just a lot of cryptos right now. I'm not expecting much. I think we're going to crab. And so a lot of, some will pump like Cardano and Solana and Uniswap today, and others will bleed. So I think that's what's going on. So have you thought about using a trading bot? I have not. Well, no, I've used one and it's not doing all that great. So you said Shiba good entry point. If I do $50 Shiba, $50 ADA, Nicholas, that's fine. Yeah. All right, Andrea, thank you so much. Does your course have something on how to take profits? It does not. It's a guide for buying, and a lot of the buying will be done about a year after Bitcoin peaks, or a lot of the buying will start about a year after Bitcoin peaks. There will be short-term buying opportunities, but I'm talking about buying and then holding it, until the next market cycle peak. So bought your course, love it so far. Been a long time follower, a little bought it once, saw you announce it. Thank you so much, Eli. I really appreciate that. Hey, slice of butter. Good afternoon, at least afternoon for me. So hello. Holding 10K ZIL and 7K VET, convert some VET or just hold. I mean, you have about an equal amount of ZIL and VET. I'd just say if you're talking about those two, then fine. Yeah. No point in diversifying $100, Nicholas. I mean, Nicholas, yeah, do what you want, $50 each. That's fine. You're welcome, Eddie. You're welcome, Madi. Did you bought Victoria VR 100X today? No, I've never heard of that. Don't know what that is. Thoughts on Telcoin short term? Same deal. We're crabbing right now. So into how much can someone turn 10K to now? By the end, I would think a 4 or 5X. So ADA update, hold or sell? I would say hold. I could see it go much higher than that. Do you think rickprosignals.com is good? I have no idea who that is. How about getting out of crypto completely and buying mining stocks? I would not say completely. Mining stocks are fine. I own some Marathon and I own some calls on Marathon. And I'm kicking myself because I was up like 10K on one set of calls and, it went back down. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like many people have changed their position over the last few weeks. Even I'm getting nervous, losing money every day. Yeah, people have changed. Well, all right. Here's the deal. Under normal circumstances, we would be looking at this as like, well, okay, yeah, we're good. But because of the super high expectations that we had, and I'm not immune to this because I was just following along. You know, we were matching up stride for stride. Because of those high expectations, this feels like we're in the 30,000s. But we are in a bull run. We are still bullish. And people should, if people were expecting us to peak in December, they should have changed their position by now. Dollar amounts, my positions haven't changed. Time-wise, sir, yes, my positions have changed. But here's the thing that I want to take some credit for. So middle of November is when I started seeing, wait a second, this isn't playing out how we thought it was playing out. I'm starting to think that I'm going to deviate from this peak in December and go to lengthening cycles. And all of the guys who were saying we're going to peak in December were still saying we're going to peak in December. They were still riding that train. And then now it's December and they're like, oh yeah, I guess we're going to lengthen. And okay, fine. Welcome. You should have seen that the writing was on the wall in November, but like this isn't all that much different from like riding up the waves in 2017. You know, we're riding. Let me see if I could, this is going to be pretty painful. So let me take care of this real quick, but let me fix the chart. Man, this is going to be rough. So 2017, maybe I'll do a monthly chart. Yikes. All right, 2017. Bull market support band. So we got a little too far gone in the bull market support band. Just, you know, it's similar to here. We got too far gone. When was that? So December, November, October, September, August, and then we came back down to the bull market support band. We had times, I know it looks really clean here, but ups and downs along that line. And there were plenty. If I did make this a weekly chart right now, you would see it a lot more clearly. There were plenty of times where we went too far gone and then just came right back down and rode that line all the way up. So, all right, let me go back. So here we are again. We got too far gone earlier this year, and we can blame Elon Musk for that because when Tesla bought Bitcoin, it shot us up so much higher than we would have gone. And then people, you know, whales started taking profits. We had a 13-week distribution phase, and then we had to go back down. But when we went back down to the bull market support band, there was so much fear injected into the market that like it was just straight up panic. And so we had to spend 3 months below that line before climbing back up. So anyway, what's the most you could see? H-bar going, I believe $70 is a $1 trillion market cap. This decade, perhaps $70, $1 trillion market cap. Definitely not this cycle. Nowhere near that. I've been saying $2 for H-bar. Rick I am on TikTok. Rick Rahim. I heard that his trading bots were not very good. So do you invest in gold and silver? I have some silver. I have a very small amount of gold. So yes, but I think crypto is turning. I think gold right now is like the horse in 1910, if that makes sense. So gold right now is like the horse in 1910. Lots of people were riding horses in 1910. By 1925, it was pretty much over. So not that horses go away, not that gold will go away, but yeah, I'd rather own crypto. So let's see, converting 150K shares of VET to ADA is probably a bad idea. 150,000. Yeah. I mean, why not? Why all of it? You know, it just depends on how much your portfolio is of VET. So the stock market will soon recover sooner than what we think, then Bitcoin will bounce. Mahdi, I hope you're right, because there is certainly a correlation going on right now between the stock market and the crypto markets. Everything that you're seeing, let me go to Yahoo Finance. Like, so where every financial market is pricing in the what Jerome Powell said a couple days ago. So if you were to look at the S&P 500, I've never actually looked at the charts here for what the S&P 500 looks like. Let me see if I could just go full screen and let's see it here. I don't use Yahoo Finance all that much. But anyway, Bitcoin has been following along this same path. You know, we peaked, Bitcoin peaked. Man, this is ugly. I just want to see that. All right. Bitcoin peaked around this time yesterday at $59,000. And then it went down. Like it was miserable. It just went straight down to what, $55,500. It's the same timeline. And so the S&P 500 and crypto are very tightly correlated right now. And, you know, it is what it is. That's what the market's doing. It's pricing in potential tapering talks. But if the stock market bounces from here, I do believe crypto will bounce as well. If the stock market were to crash, that would be rough. So, and I know I want to address that in a second, because I know that a lot of you do believe that a stock market crash is imminent. But here's the deal. So many of us think that a stock market crash is imminent. And you know what happens when the stock market crashes, when it actually crashes, is nobody thinks it's actually crashing. Like, you know, only the quants think it's actually about to crash. And so, and I've been in this since 2010. And I remember in 2010 thinking like, man, a stock market crash is at any day now, the stock market is going to crash. The Dow Jones was at $10,000 in 2010, you know, around that area. So, you know, if you're going to bet on a stock market crash, it's like most retail people I know think a stock market crash is imminent, which makes me want to zag while you all are zigging. So, and I am a mega bear long term with the stock market. Just join. Is this a good time to buy? The big thing that I've been saying, 4-hour RSI is neutral right now. It is right in the middle. So it's yes, no, maybe so. You know, and I hate to say that like that, but look at that 4-hour RSI. It's right in the middle. So yes, no, maybe so. Thinking of converting my DOT to ADA right now and letting it ride back up above 2. That's not an awful idea. You know, I do think there's more room to grow with ADA than DOT at the moment. I think that ADA was so oversold. It was ridiculous. And so maybe, but you guys know my number one rule, don't chase a green candle. But at the same time, ADA has just been bleeding so much over the last few months that it's like, maybe chase a green candle, you know? So yeah, let's see. CoinsKid doesn't think we'll have a typical alt cycle based on Bitcoin crash we had earlier this year and how altcoins crashed with it. Will you take profit at the top with Bitcoin in case that happens? I'm not selling my Bitcoin, but you know, I might not wait for alt season. I might not wait for alt season to take profits on my alts. Maybe around the time that I think Bitcoin peaks, I'll just take profits on a whole bunch of things. So 69 was the top right now. I'm not willing to say that, Aftmos. I mean, here's the thing. I've said this in a most recent video. This chart is ugly. I know. Let me go back to a daily chart. Yikes. Okay. So we have a floor here. And maybe it's just straight up the bull market support band. I think 53,000, the amount of bids that are at $53,000 makes me think that that's a very solid floor. No floor is impenetrable, but that's a pretty good one. And so $53,000 may be the floor as we're speaking right now. I think this floor is rising. And I think a month from now, that floor is going to be higher. How high will that floor be? Maybe $60,000. Maybe that's going to be the worst case scenario. But we don't have to just ride along the floor. We could have moments where we go higher and higher. And so, but then I also think the ceiling is rising a little bit too. Not as high as the floor, but so in January, and honestly, I mean, still December for sure, we can absolutely see Bitcoin break that $69,000 barrier. But I would think in January, as this floor is rising, February, something like that, that we're going to see 69,000 broken very easily. And that's even outside of everything that I have talked about over the last several days. I mean, again, the illiquid supply shock, the ratio right now is insane. That should preclude some kind of pump. People have sold over the last 14 days such a ridiculous amount of their Bitcoin at a loss. That usually precedes a pump. And so I'm factoring that against the general fear in the market right now. The on-chain is still super bullish, but the general fear in the market right now with the next FOMC meeting is enough to make whales, in my opinion, be more conservative. Which means, we had over the last 2 days, 20,000 Bitcoin transferred onto exchanges because whales are just being a little bit conservative. That's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. That's a narrow window, but anyway, whales are being conservative. After that FOMC meeting, and also, I've already said this before, but I think it's priced in right now. I think potential tapering announcements are priced in at this moment. And so what happens after the news is released? So could it be sell on fear, buy on fact type thing? Buy the rumor, sell the news, sell on fear, buy on fact? Or could it be that the Fed's going to be like, you know what, we're not looking healthy right now, we're going to continue tapering. And if that happens, Bitcoin will pump, altcoins will pump, and the shorts will get wrecked. We'll have massive short squeeze. So we'll see. All right. Could you please share some thoughts on Immutable X? It's Crypto Tech Medic. I'm sorry. I know you've been waiting for a long time. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Immutable X. So Tata makes sense. Okay. I think for me and others, negative press crypto has been getting, yeah, SEC, Congress, etc. All right. That's Rick Rahim. Okay. Rick's trading bots half my portfolio. If he crashed his helicopter, I wouldn't. Woo-hoo, okay. I feel you on that, Dan DeFelice. All right, Nicholas, only trust me and no one else. Thank you. Bull Rush still looking good. I'm saying, we're worst case scenarios. We're going to just ride this line. And I don't even know if that's a worst case scenario. That might be, bull run. That might not be a bad scenario. That might be a fantastic scenario, honestly. So, okay. Litecoin prediction in the next month or two. Litecoin will correlate with Bitcoin. So same deal. And I can pull up a Litecoin chart on TradingView. I paid some money for TradingView. Let's pull up a Litecoin chart. Yikes. All right, here we go. Litecoin. So yeah, same deal. That is the 20-week simple moving average. If you can see that light blue line right there, it wicked down to it, but I just think it's going to hold along that, and the 20-week simple moving average will rise, just like everything else. Just like Bitcoin's 20-week simple moving average, it's going to rise, and so we'll just steadily climb higher. Think about putting 1K into Bitcoin today is a good idea. Any day that starts with T is a good day to put money into Bitcoin. Today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday, Tatterday, Tunday. Could you briefly explain your Litecoin strategy for the short term? Again, I don't mind holding for the bull run. Was wondering if you thought there could be any profits if the bull run is delayed. Yeah, I mean, same deal. Litecoin strategy. I know that's not Litecoin strategy. I guess, so one regret that I have is on my long on KuCoin, I was up about $4,000 on that long. I should have taken some profits, but I didn't. It went back down to zero. I doubled down at the most ideal time possible. And now I'm up like $1,000 or $1,500, something like that. But I was up 4,000. I should have taken profits. So anytime I see a deviation like this from the 20-week simple moving average, I think that's a good time to take profits and then wait for it to go back down to these levels before getting in again. I don't think that's a bad idea. So ADA has a feeling of a meme coin now. I've called Cardano a meme coin before. Bought ADA at 250 makes me want to puke. Ouch, man. I don't think it's getting to 250 anytime soon. I'm sorry to say that. But, hey, listen, I held crypto.com for 6 months and I was not in profit for 6 months. And then like overnight, I was very much in profit. So, what are you going to do about that? I had bought Doge at 69 cents. Trust me, bro. Oh, yeah. So and that's around the time on my TikTok where I was like, if you buy Dogecoin right now, you're an idiot. So sorry about that. So you're saying that Ethereum could peak before Bitcoin does, which should make it alt pump also before Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't remember when I would have said that, but I've been looking at some charts. If you're looking at an Ethereum fractal, comparing it to 2017, it actually looks like it's going to peak around the same time as Bitcoin, which is a huge bummer because Bitcoin, like it's what's so beautiful about the end of a cycle is that you have Bitcoin's peak and then the last two peaks, the one in May for Ethereum and then the one in January of 2018, it was exactly 27 days after Bitcoin peaked. And so if Ethereum and Bitcoin peak on the same day, that's going to be a huge bummer. And it's looking like that's going to happen. So again, another reason to be very careful that, if you're expecting alt season immediately after Bitcoin peaks, maybe you need to rethink that. So if 69K was the top, as much as I hate to see for that to happen, does that mean we could see Bitcoin go as low as 20K in the bear market? That's so Zed, that's a great question. That's something that somebody like the blockchain backer believes. I'm telling you from experience, man, the amount of enthusiasm that whales have for Bitcoin under that they had over the summer for Bitcoin under $30,000 was insane. And we held the line very well. There's no way, like if there's anything that I would be like, I'm 100% sure that Bitcoin's not going to $20,000. I'll never say 100% for anything, but like, man, I'm trying to think here. Oh man, sorry. I just got a ring on my doorbell and nobody else is home. I guess I'll get the door. I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm ghetto. Sorry about that. Are we good still? Oh man. All right. I'm going to spend less time answering every question. Let me know if we're good. I'm going to just check here, make sure I'm still live. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. Smash up that like button, I suppose. All right, we're good. All right, whew. All right, sorry, I ran down the stairs and walked back up. Let's see. All right, thoughts on REC, Gitcoin, and Anchor. Don't know anything about REC and Gitcoin. Anchor, I do think it's going to $1 this cycle. I'm bullish on Anchor, Web 3.0. Web 3.0 could be the next big thing. So we'll see. How do you know how people have sold their Bitcoin at a loss in the last 14 days? I'm just the glassnode.com on-chain analytics. I would love to one day pay $800 a month to get on glassnode.com. We will see if that is ever a reality. I hope so. I mean, as long as the peak keeps getting pushed out, the better it will get long-term capital gains tax instead of short-term. So it might be better anyway. Yeah. Kai, what about Kai? I'm not sure what you're asking. Have I looked into IOs? I'm very hopeful about the Omni app. That's all I've really looked into it. I know it's a competitor for Theta. I do like Theta a lot. So maybe, I mean, seems good. All right, no worries. I'm still the GOAT. Thank you. Yep, on-chain analytics. What's a good project for 2x to 3x in the short term? Monster, you should know. That's not my strength. I think you do know that. We're crabbing. So do you think Cardano's moving just the beginning, or do you expect it to dip back down to 155, 160 again for the short term? My guess would be we're gonna, if anything, we're gonna move up for Cardano. It's way oversold, way oversold. Let me pull up a Cardano chart here. So, and then, all right, I'm up 2,300 on Matic in 6 days. Take profits. Don't get greedy. Take profits. So Cardano, let me see the RSI. Why isn't RSI showing up already for Cardano? What is up with that chart there? Our Cardano, yeah, look at how oversold it was, and now it's rising again. I think we're going to keep rising on that RSI and go back up. So, and it's under its 20-week simple moving average. I expect it to go above the 20-week simple moving. What is up with that price? That's ridiculous. That is not Cardano's price. It's not priced 570 million, whatever it is. So there are so many different plays. It's crazy. Yep, we're still on trend line. Yep, should I take profit? Oh yeah, I did. Yep, take profit on Matic. Sorry, I'm not English native. What does tapering mean? Printing more money? It means stopping printing money as much. So I think it's a good time to dollar cost average, accumulate some more ETH and Bitcoin. I think in general it's okay. We're like at a middle point, a middle ground here. So do you expect a peak around January or February? I would say January to me seems unlikely. February is possible. March, April, May, those are all possible. So, all right, Alex, happy holidays, and thank you for your insight appreciation. Thank you. And we'll be signing up for the material. Thank you so much. And again, let me plug my bear market buying guide, worldwarbitcoin.teachable.com. You can, the goal is to at least get a 20x return on your investment from the bear market bottom to the peak of the cycle. I have 4 hours worth of content on my bear market buying guide. My goal is to at least 4x that content, and it should be lit. All right, anyway, ADA will launch the DEXs by, oh man, I missed that. ADA will launch the DEXs by Christmas, and developers' activity is up after Solana. ADA might have a nice pump the next months. All right, yeah, Mahdi, that's a good point about ADA as well. So ADA is, oh my goodness, what am I thinking about ADA? So it looks like they're going to do some good stuff here with NFTs coming up, which, you know the NFT hype, that could be really, really legit. And there's plenty of other things as well. So yeah, ADA might be a good move. Are we in alt season now if Bitcoin and ETH peak at the same time? Alt season, just alts will pump after Bitcoin crosses its all-time high, and that might just be alt season. That might be it, So wish I would take profits earlier in the year, waited for the big run, and now down considerably. Can't really sell unless a loss. Lesson learned. Yeah, I also learned my lessons as well. I'd rather convert some alts to ETH if that's the case. Maybe, yeah. How are you going to use your Bitcoin without selling? Could you explain more? Use it as collateral. Use it as collateral. I just watched this video on TikTok. I didn't realize this I knew that Celsius. So Celsius offers 1% APR loans. And when you pay it back, you don't have to pay back your, you could just pay back the interest, which is very low. A $30,000 loan, you could get 1%, you pay $25 a month. You do eventually have to pay back the principal. Or you could just be like, I'm going to sell you, you can take that from the crypto that I'm borrowing against. So you don't necessarily have to pay that back. It's up to you, but that's tax free. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out loans against my crypto. I'm not going to sell it. Do you think there will be another meme coin season? I think so, yeah. Thought on Doge on Mars. I'm not paying attention at all to Doge on Mars. I'm sorry. I'm liking ETH, and I think I'll take my alts and split the profits into Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah, I mean, when I take profits, that's what I'll do, and into stable coins as well. ETH, I do want some exposure to other alts because if let's just say I'm right and ETH peaks at $15,000 this cycle, which I've been saying, I called $8,000 to $10,000 for ETH when it was at $300 a year ago. So if ETH peaks at $15,000 this cycle, that's only a 3x. It's a little over 3x from here. So I think I could do other things that will make me maximize my returns in ETH. So, okay, I'm good. All right. Got Shiba at 4231 and ADA at 172. All right. Good call, Nicholas Baxter. Well, all at the same, we're not blind. We should see everything pumping at the same time drastically, which should alarm us to sell, don't you? I agree with that, Infogamer. Yeah. Supposed to walk down and run upstairs, better exercise. Yeah. Thank God I'm on vacation next week. My whole vacation is me doing your course. Oh, right. Nicholas Baxter. Nicholas, you really don't need to, and maybe I shouldn't say this because, people are going to be like, yeah, you know what? I'll buy it a year from now. But this is the information in that course is information that you will be much more applicable a year from now. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to gain, to glean, to learn. You could plow through the course now. That's fine. But, if you're going to do that, you should rewatch it a year from now. At the time I bought Doge, I didn't even know what buy the rumor, sell the news meant. Yeah. Whew, man. Even if I'm in minus 60% on Doge, I'm happy this brought me in the crypto industry, made me learn about it every day. That's a lot of people's entry into crypto is Doge. Yeah. So you know what? Actually, I've shared this before. Doge was the first ever cryptocurrency that I bought. It was December of 2013, 2 years after it launched, or 2 weeks after it launched. I bought Doge. That was my, I knew about crypto, but that was my first purchase. So any suggestions for a coin that will 100x in the next 10 minutes? Nope. That's funny. Think about dropping a dime on DOT. Well, it's at 35-ish, holding for another 50 pump. Yeah, it's a good price right now, in my opinion. What do you think about Victoria? I have not looked at Victoria at all, but cool. Do you think Axie Infinity will remain the OG of gaming coins, just like Bitcoin is the OG of all cryptos? There is a sense where I believe Axie Infinity will retain its value, even though the game sucks from everything that I've heard. So it's a boring game, but people, they'll have fun making money. And so here's what I think is going to happen with gaming in general. I think the big gaming companies are going to get in on this, and they're going to blow the Axie Infinities and Star Atlases and whoever else out of the water. But at the same time, something that's appealing for Axie Infinity, that I think the video gaming companies might get a little too greedy and be like, I'm gonna give you a little slice of the pie, and I'm gonna keep it all for myself as far as the gaming, the money that you could earn playing those games, the crypto that you could earn playing those games. Whereas Axie Infinity, it's they're just probably gonna keep it similar to what it is now. So there's a lot of things to balance out. If you're looking for an entertainment perspective, I think Axie Infinity is gonna get blown out of the water. But from a earnings perspective, I think Axie Infinity has a life still. So you got the chart on market cap. What is market cap? What are you talking about? Aesthetics. The bear market won't kick in until the peak, right? Yeah, after the peak. With all your alt predictions, do you think they could still happen without alt season? Well, yes, because they'll rise. If microcaps, I would say be very careful with microcaps. If we're talking about top 20s, top 50s, something like that, then I'd be a little bit more careful. Or no, sorry, opposite. I do think yes, those will reach their peaks without alt season, because really alt season just will coincide with Bitcoin's peak. Also, do you have to pay capital gain tax if you convert from one coin to another? Yes, you do, unfortunately. But that's only on KYC platforms. I'm not a financial professional. Are there any launch pads we can use it in US? I'm not paying attention to launch pads right now. Yeah, sorry. Do you know anything about CAT? I don't. I'm holding Mana and Sand. It's going down right now. Do you think it will go up, or the hype is over? I don't know. I hope that you haven't bought recently, because that's my number one rule. Again, don't chase a green candle. If you're holding some and you're in profit, I would strongly recommend that you take some profits. And will they go up again? Sure. Yes. So... Yikes, I already finished the bear market guide. It was in my podcast for the day. That's fine, Smooth September. Just remember, refresh your memory at the end, but thank you for buying that. 80 people in here and only 22 likes. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, smash up that like button. XLM predictions, $2 to $3. Victoria, I don't chase a green candle. Ada Pete prediction, $8. Hello, Christian. Should I take my money out of VET and put it into something else? Do you only own VET? It's the same answer that I always give. If it's the only thing you own, you should spread it out. If it's like 5% of your portfolio, then yeah, put it into something else. So, or sorry, opposite. Don't put it, if it's only 5% of your portfolio, don't put it into something else. Actually will only retain value if it's adaptable. Okay. How did you learn to leverage trade on KuCoin? I just downloaded KuCoin and taught myself. So I need to spend time with my wife, so feel free to end the stream soon. Richard, I will continue the stream for a little bit. So what do you mean when you say you bought a Bitcoin long? Yeah, that's leverage trading. It was just a 2x long. So if Bitcoin goes down to $27,000, that'll get liquidated. I feel pretty confident about that. Are all of your original predictions the same? Yes. Yes, they are. Just the timing's different. Feels like hype is moving from metaverse to Web3, although Web3 isn't as shiny and flashy. Why? Why is it moving to Web3? Why do people think that? I'm skeptical of that. You know, I know that I think Crypto Mason planted that seed. And all of a sudden he's talking about Web3 is the next metaverse. And I'm not seeing any Web3 tokens really do anything significant. Maybe they will. I own plenty of Web3 cryptos. I hope they do. But that's not a guarantee, or not even, you know, I don't know what to say about that. So makes sense. Makes sense on the launchpad, risky, but would love to put a couple $100 into several before they open on exchanges. Yes. How's there only 100 people viewing your live on YouTube? It's usually 300 or 500. So no, Aftmos, it's usually, I think the most I've ever had in here was like 200. On TikTok, it's usually much higher, but I'm not live on TikTok right now. So yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm enjoying, YouTube is so much more enjoyable for going live because I'm actually able to somewhat keep up with the chat. You know, let's see, what's the best Web3 coin of your choice? I don't know. Internet Computer, Anchor. What else? IOTA, something like that. Yeah, just based on stuff I'm seeing on TikTok. Yeah. What coin would you suggest to leverage trade? Honestly, I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum are risky enough, and Litecoin, one of those three. So I you know, ready, fire, aim. I did some leverage trading. I did some 5X on several different cryptos, and I probably broke even between the amount that got liquidated and the returns that I got on the ones that did well. I broke even. And so I think 5X is just a little bit too risky. So my opinion, do a 2X on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on Litecoin, something like that. So real ones, watch the YouTube live. Yep. It doesn't matter the coin, but the strategy. Yeah, Christian. VR is a gaming project backed by Unreal. Market cap went from 2 million to 300 million on launch. Wait to buy. Yep. All right, Alex, I put the China info in so all that don't keep up with the national news can be somewhat aware of what oils occur after the new year. Jimmy Smith, okay. Did you ever look into glitch protocol? I have not. I'm not really looking into anything else right now. Solana may be the best coin to accumulate for 2025. That's my one of my bear market buying guide, back the truck up level cryptocurrency. So check this out. Back the truck up, bear market purchases. Solana, Quant, still Quant. I know Quant's struggling, but still Quant. Dogecoin, and then meme coins. Note, Shiba Inu is the back the truck up cryptocurrency from this vid. So anyway, let's see. I like on Voyager that offer a lot of interest on your asset if you hold an X amount. I like that too. Yep. Earn more than in the bank. Yes, sir. Yes. Do you get to pick the price you get liquidated on? No, it is just that, well, it's sort of. It depends on how much X return. You know, if you do a 5X, that means if your cryptocurrency drops 20%, you get liquidated. If you do a 2X, that means if your cryptocurrency drops 50%, you get liquidated. And so I did a 2X on sand. And if I did a 5x on sand, it would have gotten liquidated right before sand skyrocketed. So I'm glad that I didn't do a 5x because the return that I got on sand has been phenomenal. So back that thing up. Yeah. Did you change any of your predictions? Dollar amounts, no. Timing, yes. Depends if you play across or isolated. You can look up how to leverage trade and you get all info. There's many things to consider when to leverage. That's a yes. And I am new to this, Christian, so that's a very good point. So yeah, if you're going to open up one long, it's pretty simple. You could do 2x, you could do 5x, you could do 4x or 3x. If you're not in the United States, you could do more than 5x, I believe. So what's your current end of year Bitcoin prediction if you have one? How about $62,500? How about I stay safe? I mean, yeah. Are you into any Web3 coins? I own some IOTA. I own some Internet Computer. Do I own anything else? What else do I own? Internet Computer, IOTA. That might be it. Hey, Alex, do you think all altcoins will pump together? I don't. No, they usually don't. So if you're talking about at the end, oh yeah, I own Ocean Protocol. If you're talking about at the end, which I took profits on, I bought it at the bear market bottom, or not the bear market bottom. I bought it at that like summer bottom. So, but yeah, altcoins don't pump together. I mean, even if Bitcoin and Ethereum peak on the same exact day, I don't think altcoins will all pump at the same time. So can ICP reach 1K? I don't own any Anchor. Can ICP reach 1K next bull run? I believe so. Yeah. Yes. So I don't care about the accuracy of your prediction. I'm just curious about what your actual belief is. Yeah. I mean, that should explain things, right? Because I just think we're going to crab. I think we're going to crab until the FOMC meeting on the 14th or 15th. And then what? And then we will see. I could see that being the opposite of a buy the rumor, sell the news type event where Bitcoin cryptos will just go higher because I think that it's getting priced into the market right now. This fear. So the fear over what's going to happen at the FOMC meeting. Not me not taking profit on Ocean the other day, it pumped. So, I mean, has Ocean gone back down? Do you think Pi or B will do anything? I have that coin that I used your code for. I've given up trying to mine Pi and B. And maybe I'll just be kicking myself if it ever actually is worth something. So Ocean Protocol, $1.21. Let's see, 1 year. Oh, okay, it's still fine. Cowboys or Saints tonight. The home team. That's a pretty even matchup. I'll say the home team. Agreed. All right. Well, so has Aesthetic Mans turned on me? Aesthetic Mans, are you there? Because you said something about cap, which, I'm old, but I know the lingo. Why can't I do a Control F? Oh, because I'm doing Shift F. My goodness. Okay. You got the chart on market cap. Thank you, Mitchell. All right. See you later, Christian. Have a good one. Any new news on Santa Coin are all about the same. I mean, hey, Santa Coin's up today. So let's see, Santa Coin. It's been up, December so far has been a great month for Santa Coin. If you were only look at the chart from November 30th to today, things have been great. But otherwise, yeah, it's still been rough. So I'm going to look it up on my computer here. Give me a second. Any news? All right. Boom, look at that. So no, I don't know. I don't have any news on Santa Coin, but maybe it'll pump before Christmas because, Christmas. So, all right, Alex, what program is that? Oh, ADA chart is on market cap. That's what we were talking about. Okay. Yeah, all right. I looked it up really quickly, so that's what's going on there. I see what you're saying. Okay, I thought you were saying like cap as in fact or cap. Let's see. What program is that on where you're looking up the crypto on your sixth tab? Sixth tab. This one right here? That's just coinmarketcap.com. So when do you think we're going to peak now? I am agnostic at the moment. What I want to see is, let me go to one chart, Bitcoin chart, and let me see, all right, here's a thought. I think we just need to ride the bull market support band for a few months. We'll have moments where we deviate from it and then come back down. But let's get this bull market support band up into the 60s, up into the 70s and beyond. Well, actually, okay, never mind. This is all fresh in my mind. Let's ride the bull market support band. Let's get it up into the $60,000 range. That's going to take a month or two. Will that take a month or two? I think it will. Yeah, it's probably going to take 2 months to get the bull market support band up into the $60,000 range. And then once it gets beyond the previous all-time high of $69,000, the bull market support band at least, then what usually happens after Bitcoin crosses that all-time high is it starts accelerating upwards. So how long is that going to take? Is it going to take till March? Is that going to take till April? Will it take longer? I don't know. So... all right. Did AVAX make your bear market list? Or sorry, what do you think of DeFi chain? I don't know anything about DeFi chain, Daniel. I'm sorry. I know it's been a long time since you asked that question, but all right, did AVAX make your bear market list? I'm pretty sure it didn't, but it will. That might be the very next one that I work on. So again, this is not a finished project. Yeah, no AVAX. So, but I will continue to add to this. And one thing that I'll say in general, AVAX is, I'm pretty sure that's going to be experiencing its first bear market. So let's take a look at the all-time chart here. Yeah, AVAX is very new. First bear market. So here's the deal. Here's the quick thought that I'll say about AVAX is for cryptocurrencies experiencing their first bear market, I want to see how far down they drop in the bear market. Like Polkadot, I think is going to drop pretty significantly in the bear market. So I'm going to buy a lot of Polkadot. HBAR, I don't think is going to drop all that much in the bear market. So that's more, I'll add to my long-term positions for HBAR, but as far as for maximum returns for profits from bottom to peak, I don't think HBAR is going to drop that much. So it depends on how much Avalanche drops in the bear market for me to consider buying it. If it drops over 90%, I will be buying plenty of it. So is there somewhere that lists each coin category and coins in those exchanges like meme coins, exchange coins, etc.? Not that I know of. No. What I would do is look up just, whatever cryptocurrency you're looking at, look it up on coinmarketcap.com And there's a description here of what is Ocean Protocol, what is Dogecoin, what's Rainbow Token and MetaPets and Shib Elon and Shiborg Inu. Those are all meme coins, I'm pretty sure. So will you be buying VeChain in the bear market? Oh, wait a second. When do you plan on retiring and what are your plans? I am semi-retired right now, and I'll probably stay semi-retired. I mean, all right, I'm semi-retired from my job, but this is work, so I'll never stop working. And I make about $1,000 a month doing this. So barely, not that much. But I make enough from my business I'm never going to retire. I'm never actually going to retire. It's like we were made to work. Work is a good thing. So yeah. Will you be buying VeChain in the bear market? I think VeChain is going to dump pretty hard in the bear market. So yes. Yes. William Banks says yes. All right. In your experience, do taxes for crypto get vastly more complicated after short-term selling more than once? I'm trying to plan one exit because capital gains seem so complicated after one sell. It can get complicated. There are services that you can use, and I'm doing research on that, so I'll get back to you, but stay tuned on my TikTok. So owning one because if it drops 50% of my purchase value, does that mean I'm liquidated? Don't understand liquidation. Owning one because I'm not sure what your question is, but if you do a 2x long, that means that if your cryptocurrency that you're longing drops 50%, then that's the equivalent of going to zero. So you got any friends with Glassnode charts? Only people that I follow on Twitter. I follow anyone who posts a Glassnode chart on Twitter. So Bitcoin Fractal says we're going up within December. No crab market hitting 77.88K followed by a pullback. Short consolidation and a blow off top. Fingers crossed. Yeah, aesthetic. I wonder if you're looking at Tech Dev. I really like Tech Dev on Twitter. So he does a lot of different fractals. The one that he's really hyping up right now is his gold fractal. So here we go. That was the entire decade of the 70s, but this is people do often think like, wait a second, gold? Are you kidding me? Why is he comparing Bitcoin to gold? It's not about the currency. It's about or the asset. It's about the psychology. And you can see very similar psychology between Bitcoin over this bull run and gold over the 70s. And so we are right here, swing high retest, all-time high rejection, just like gold, swing high retest, going up to the 1.618, getting down all-time high retest, so going up to 77.88K, followed by a pullback, and then boom, we're off to the races. I hope that this is what happens. If this is what happens, that according to the chart that Tech Dev has laid out, that's about a March peak. And so please, that'd be wonderful. Today is the Ethereum event. Okay. How much do you trust Glassnode? I trust it a lot. Yeah. I've seen other things, and Glassnode to me is the most trustworthy that I have access to. Plan B says that his charts, not his charts, his on-chain analytics are superior, but I don't have access to that. I have access to Glassnode a little bit. So, all right. Crypto Slake. Okay. All right, Jessica, do you think I'm new here, just a little confused about something. Do you think the bear market is coming after Bitcoin peak or before? After. That's usually how it works, is that we have a Bitcoin peak Bitcoin peak and then a bear market. Yeah. So, yep. All right. Thoughts on VR? I know it's up 16,000% today, Miguel. You know my rules. You should know my rules. I'm sure you do. Number one rule, don't chase a green candle. There are so many people in profit on that right now, and it just launched. Cap means I'm lying. Yeah, I know. And that's not what Aesthetic was talking about. He was talking about the fact that I had the Cardano market cap on my chart. So let's see. All right, anyway. Don't chase the green candle. All right, I am about done with this live stream for today. Do coins like Crow or Binance act differently in the bear market? And notice that Binance had a small run in the bear market, if I remember correctly. Binance, I mean, the fact that Binance coin was created in the bear market means that it will have a tendency to do different things. So yeah, it can have a little pump, like, you know, looking at the chart comparison to this year, it had some moments, yeah, but we'll see about the bear market. This will be its first real bear market, and I don't think Binance is going to dump all that hard. And I don't think, you know, I do wonder about crypto.com as well. I think crypto.com would have more potential to dump in the bear market. So thank you, William. Have a great night as well. Don't chase a green candle and only invest where you can afford to lose. A little while ago, Aftmos says something. All right. I am done here for today. Would you look at new projects created in the bear market? Absolutely. Look at all the cryptocurrencies that were created in the bear market. I mean, all right, I'm going to go to coinmarketcap.com and I'm just going to look at the top 10. All right, Binance Coin, this will be its first bear market. Solana, this will be its first bear market. XRP, no. Cardano, no. Polkadot, yes. Dogecoin, no. Avalanche, yes. Terra Luna, first bear market. Shiba Inu, first bear market. I'm not sure about crypto.com. Polygon, no. Litecoin, no. Wrap Bitcoin, no. Uniswap, yes. Algorand, yes. You see a theme here. Half of the top 20 was created in the most recent bear market. So and if you bought those cryptocurrencies in the bear market, your returns would have been phenomenal. So yes, yeah. And so what I'm probably gonna do, Weston, is I'll probably add those cryptocurrencies to my bear market buying guide, whichever ones are created. So I'm gonna go buy VR right now. Yeah, that many are new. Would you convert alts into ETH? Yeah, sure. All right. This is going to be it. Eli, imagine how sick it's going to be to buy stuff with crypto in their new stadium center. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. I am done for today. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.